Hey guys, this is James, and I've been wanting to replay Academagia for some time now, and I figured might as well make it into a Let's Play and see what happens. For you guys who don't know, Academagia is this choose your own adventure text-based game where you play a young wizard who gets accepted into one of the best magic schools called Academagia. This sounds a lot like Harry Potter, but the thing is, Academagia takes place in a world that isn't Earth. It's its own fancy little world. There's no real world with having to hide magic from mortals or muggles or whatever the hell you call them in Harry Potter. Instead, it's a world full with magic and magical creatures, floating islands and sky pirates, and these dragons that once enslaved humanity at one point till humanity slapped them down. And yeah, I don't know. It's it was a really fun game the first time I played it. It came out back in 2010. The full title of this, by the way, is Academagia Making of Mages Year 1. There were supposed to be more years as sequels coming out. It's been 6 years, though, and they say they keep working on it, but until I see it come out, I'm just going to assume this is it for now. There's also this is also not on Steam if you're looking there for it. If this looks interesting to you, I'll put a link to the description for their main website if you want to use one of their. They'll have links to where you can buy it. Uh, it's supposed to be coming to Steam. They've been saying that for a while on the forums, but again, until I see it on Steam, I'm not taking it that seriously. So yeah, let's start a new game. The the good thing they've been doing though over these 6 years is they've been putting out DLC for free, taking like community stories or rebalancing things. And we're on DLC 16, I believe, and that should be the latest one. And yeah, let's start. So this takes a little while to load, so I'm going to stop here, and when we come back, we'll be creating our character. The Imperial Academy of Magic, the first and best university in all Illumia. Less than 100 applicants are accepted every year, and they are made up of the most brilliant and best connected young people in the known world. Every summer, when the letters are sent out, children line the roads hoping beyond hope that the post will deliver an acceptance letter to their door. In 1657, a postman placed a letter of the finest parchment, sealed with golden wax, into your hands. The sender was marked as the Academagia Number 4, Via Porta, the Imperial city of Minta. But to whom was it addressed? By the way, I'm going to butcher some words here. I apologize, but half of these words are going to be made up and half of these words are going to be real things. And I just butcher the English language. I apologize. It comes from ignorance and not from uh, doing it, I don't know. But I apologize. So that is the beginning intro. We got accepted to one of the best academies of magic in the world of Illumia, or whatever the hell this place is called. And I actually already set up everything. The only thing I didn't set up was, are we going to be male or female? So I have a D10 right here that I'm going to roll. And if it's odd, we'll be male. If it's even, we'll be female. 1, so we're going to be male, right? Yeah. I forgot the sentence I just said. And with that, our first name will be Rune. Oops, not capital. Slugabed. Which means I have to delete some old saves in a minute. The days pass swiftly as you celebrate the news, each morning bringing you closer to the day when you would finally be able to travel to the gates of Academy and be enrolled. You often wonder what it would be like to be a student at such a famous place, and what kinds of things you would do. What are your natural strengths? If you play this game, take at least a point of fitness. Maybe two. I'll explain why when we get to the main screen, but fitness is a very good skill to dump some stats in. So I put a point into fitness, charm, intelligence, and insight, which you'll understand why in a little bit. Students come to the Academy from all over Illumia, sometimes even beyond. The sounds of many languages can be heard in its halls, and the libraries are full of books written in every corner of the world. So we were born at midnight. This will give me 6 levels in each of the 6 magical arts. We'll get to that, I promise. You were born at midnight, when all the powers of the stars and the moons are at their height, and magic is in everything. Also, Omen. I get a bunch of stuff with this, don't worry. At your birth, all the mirrors and glass in your home shattered, portending a mighty destiny. I've never heard the word portending before. Every great mage begins with their family. Fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, as well as friends and extended family, all can influence a person. Except for me, because we're going to be a black sheep. Not everyone gets along with their family, and for whatever reason, yours takes a dim view of you. Finding yourself at a faraway school is a blessing in a lot of ways. So, what black sheep will do is you can actually have like an allowance from your family that you'll get once a week. By taking black sheep, I will get no money. That shouldn't be a problem because the shopping in this game is a little not great, but whatever. And the reason we're the black sheep is our parents were sky pirates. Your parents' occupation is illegal. They've never lied to you about that. And the reason that's a problem is because we want to be a cop, a magic cop. So they look down upon us because we respect the law and they do not. This will also give us a point of charm and give us knowledge into like knots and acrobatics and navigation skills, which are all good skills to have, you know. If the cop thing doesn't work out, maybe I can be a ship captain. I don't know. And the reason it gives me charm is because people think I'm cool because my family are sky pirates. It also means the teachers are going to be watching me and it'll be harder to get away with doing illegal things, but we want to be a cop, so we're not going to do illegal things, damn it. Our family also liked sports, and this gives me an extra point of fitness. It also gives me some skills, and there's a lot of skills in this game, so I'm going to skip over those, but it'll give us some skills in some athletic stuff. Say your farewells to your family. Fuck them. In the early years of childhood, you got into many adventures and mischief. What sort of things did you do? Aptitude scholarship. Pretty much I got a bunch of research skills. Real scholarships takes tremendous discipline and intellectual curiosity. Almost as soon as you could walk, you learn to read. Since that time, you've had a healthy respect for books and book learning. By the way, words are going to be small. In the main game, I can increase the font. And do I have anything else on here? Yes, I do. Prodigy negation. Some young magic users take instinctively to fire and thunder. Your gifts are different, though. You have always seen magic as patterns of attack, and you always somehow knew better than anyone else how such patterns could be countered. So negation is a form of magic in this game. Pretty much it does what you think it does. It redirects like fireballs. I think it can also be used to like unenchant something or to stop other magic from emitting. I don't know. Often a child's education might be nothing more than what they were taught by their family, but some children had a benefit of apprenticeships schooling, or even a tutor. What kind of education did you have? I took tutoring history. You have been tutored in the long and storied history of Illumia. I don't know. I just felt that's just a good thing to take for what's going to happen later on. One of the hallmarks of becoming a mage is bonding with a familiar. Although some mages never bond with an animal, that is very rare. Familiars are too good of helpers and companions to do without. What sort of familiar do you have? So it's not showing the old list, but I took familiar bond rock. So I have a pet rock. Let's see. You've always been averse to pets, thinking them as a waste of time. When you first started showing signs of magic, however, you stumbled across what can only be explained as an event of unbelievable luck. Unfortunately, your interpretation is that of bad luck, because from that moment, you met Mr. Pebbles. He wouldn't shut up. Every attempt to rid yourself of his presence has proven futile, as he always magically finds a way back onto your persons. And it sure doesn't help that everybody finds it a bit odd that you constantly argue with a rock. This option actually gives you a point back, by the way. So does Black Sheep. So I've never played with this familiar before, so I'm actually kind of interested to see if this will actually cause problems later in the game. At last, the day has come when you must begin your journey to the Academagia. You gather up all your luggage and look around one last time for anything you may have missed. What have you packed for your journey? Some clothes, because we're not taking shit because our family sucks. Along your journey to the gates of Academy, whether long or short, you had the chance to get into many adventures and possibly met new friends. Did anything noteworthy happen to you along the way? I took Discovery Libraries, which gives me like 2 libraries that should mean nothing to me. I'll probably never use them, but on the off chance I will need them, it's good to have. You're drawn to books, and your affinity for them is clear to any librarian who sees you at play among the paper. It also blends well with taking that scholarship aptitude. Shortly before the beginning of the academy year, you sought out all the reading material you can find, and you impressed people in high places. So I guess someone told me where these libraries were. So now we arrive at the Academagia. Okay, I did not save my details here. The first few days on campus are spent fighting your way to your classroom and enrolling. You must choose your college and then the classes you wish to take before submitting your information to the registrar. I don't know. So there's 3, 6, 7 schools, 7 colleges within the Academagia. So I'll still meet everyone and stuff. And they all have their own rivals and their own philosophies on what magic is good magic. We're going to go with Durand. Again, I'm probably butchering that name. Along with Avila, Durand is one of the first colleges of the Academagia. It is named for King Durand, who was the master of the Rim-Urta, now Merrill. Over time, this college has become associated with the earth, agriculture, nature, and the power of denial against draconic magic. Motto: courage and hope. So why did I choose this one for a person who wants to be a cop one day? Child who wants to be a cop one day? It's because it gives me negation, which I think is just a useful skill if you're going to be a magic cop. You know, people are going to fling fireballs and stuff at you. You got to redirect that shit. Dialectic, which I just learned is not dialect. Again, I'm going to butcher words. Which dialectic is like the reasoning, learning to reason with facts and stuff. Maybe I should have wrote down the definition for that. And it gives me botany, which, I'll be honest, we might fail. We may not focus on botany at all, but who knows? I also made a character who I wanted to focus on fitness and athletics, and he had a beautiful singing voice by the end of the game. And we took history because I took things that help me with history. I took glamour, which is another form of magic, which allows you to visually change something. You don't actually physically change something. It just to everyone else, it'll look like something else. So let's just say you had black hair and you use glamour to make your hair look blonde. It's not actually blonde, and after the magic wears off, it'll go back to looking black. But to everyone else, it'll look like you have blonde hair. And I figured that would be useful if I wanted to be like a detective, going undercover. Again, these are things that will only happen later in life, and which will probably not show up in this game. But damn it, I will roleplay, damn it. And athletics, because you need to be athletic. You need to be athletic for a cop. And all these have, their own little description here. Actually, can I choose dialectic here, or is it grayed out? Yeah. As for the other magic in this world, let's start from the bottom. Revision is physically changing something. So let's say you broke a pencil, you can use revision to put the pieces back together, I guess. It's been a long time since I played this game, by the way. So I'm going off of memory. I might be wrong on some of this stuff. Incantation is like what you think magic is, conjuring fireballs or water or earth out of nowhere. We have enchanting, which you use runes and stuff to enchant like a sword to make it better. And then there's astrology, which is actually, I don't know. Astrology is like predicting the future and stuff, but it also has spells. And I never really got a good grasp of what astrology actually did. And the reason we're taking these courses is botany is, well, I have to take botany. Dialectic is intelligence, which we should have a good intelligence. Negation is fitness, which we should have a good fitness. Athletics is fitness as well. History is intellect as well. And glamour is charm, which I put a point into, so hopefully we don't fail these courses. I'm hoping we do well in our class, because we're not skipping school. So we're going to submit our enrollment. And now we choose, right, we went with male. Appearance is important to make a favorable impression, and you spend a little time preparing before you head off to your very first class. What do you look like? So we can either go with him or him. Oh, God, I don't know, actually. I should have probably checked these pictures before I started. This guy just seems a little too dour. Like, this guy looks like he can, he's up to mischief, but he at least look happy, so we'll go with that. Glance in the mirror and head off to class. Let's start our first day at Academagia. Oh, our familiar name will be Mr. Pebbles. How do I just hit close? Yep. So, before we get into the main thing of this game, which is reading, if you couldn't tell, let's go through a few things. First of all, these are my attributes. They determine how well I'll learn skills and use certain skills. Again, like I said before, there are a lot of skills in this game. So our fitness is 3, finesse and strength and luck are all 1s. Our charm is 3. I don't know why that is. I thought it should be 2. Does it tell me why? No. Our intelligence is 3, and our insight is 2. So these are pretty good stats. Now, the reason why fitness is very important is because of stress and vitality. So right now my vitality is 4, but my maximum is 6. That's because my fitness is 3. Your max vitality is your fitness times 2. And the most stress you can take is the same, fitness times 2. So again, it's 3. So if you didn't take any fitness in the beginning, you would have 2 stress, you will get bullied on your first day, and then you will not go to class because you'll be injured or sick or afraid to even step out of your room. And that's why you should always take at least an extra point of fitness. And God, I'm gonna have to relearn the GUI here. So we have a lot of abilities. We will not go through that right now. But our emotions are here, so, if we get very stressed out, it'll show here, and that will affect our skills and our chances of doing certain things. These are the skills. These aren't even all the skills here. These are just all the skills I know. So, like, if we open religion, right now all we have is oratory, because that's the only skill I know of. There could be 5 things under religion. So actually, let's look into like research. So I know 3 things here because I took that aptitude scholarship in the beginning. So this is gonna take a minute. I'm really sorry, but so every main skill has sub skills, and they all at least have 3, but they can have more than that. And our main skill is based on the lowest of our top 3 known skills. So I have 2 here, 2 here, and 1 here. So my main research skill is 1. Let's say I brought cryptology up to 2, then our research would be 2 because our top 3 are all 2. So no matter what, if I bring library knowledge up to 3, this will remain 1. But a lot of actions in the game uses these main skills. So you could just focus on library knowledge if you only find that one useful. But if something like filing or cryptology happens as one of the options in the game, you'll not do so well. But also, yeah, let me not get ahead of myself. Next up, every class we took has this book icon here. So they test you on how much you've studied and how good you are at something. So the brown box here that says 1 is how good you are, and the book is how much you've studied that particular skill. So again, in negation, I know of 4. There might be more. I don't think so. And my skill is 1 because my top 3, which would be technically all of these, but let's say these 3, the lowest one is 1. So not only do we have to study, but we also have to practice magic. And we'll get to why that is a pain in the ass in a bit. So we have 6 classes, so we should have 6 books, and they seem to be all towards the top-ish. I'm actually going to go check if I can find out how many skills are in this game. And a lot of them, I don't know. Why do you need to know religion? Why do you need raid while you're in school? Plotting. Well, plotting can work. But patrol is hunting and secret and scent detection. Why is that in this game? It makes no sense. Oh, I don't know if I've seen this before. Is this new? Maybe not. So I guess I can research befriending, character, conversation. So these are other things I can research on. We have some spells here. Spells use these things called themes to make spells, and you can add themes to spells you already know to make them more powerful. And later on we'll get items here. And yeah, let's start with the game. Right then. You take a seat by the window sill while Mr. Pebbles tries to get comfortable. This is Mr. Pebbles, by the way. What did this former occupant have to say? Oh, did I skip? Oh, no. Oh, I accidentally skipped something. Hold on.